I developed more skills. I trained myself. I studied for all the professional qualifications. And with hard work and dedication, I managed to gain a seat at the table.
Welcome back to another episode of my podcast, Relentless Life on Your Terms. Super special because I'm in my home place of Cyprus. Athena Shipilli, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure meeting you.
You've got a very, very interesting journey. Tell me a little bit about what you do, a bit about Eurolife, how long you've been involved. Now, the company's been going for 36 years.
For 36 years. At the moment, over the past 2 years, I'm the general manager of Eurolife, the largest life insurance company in Cyprus. And I'm very honored to lead Eurolife at this moment in time after 36 years and all the success the company has had. I've worked from the onset of my career in the financial services sector and industry, starting as an external auditor in a medium-sized audit firm in London. Then I moved to a TV channel in Cyprus in the finance sector, in the finance department. After that, I moved to the advisory services in KPMG Cyprus. Thereafter, I had the opportunity to join a large insurance group led by French shareholders in Cyprus and Greece. I started building the internal audit department, the compliance department, and I was the chief risk officer of the group and an executive committee member for 13 years before joining Bank of Cyprus 4 years ago in the compliance department for a short journey. And after I had the honor to lead the wealth management division of the bank before joining Eurolife, which is a subsidiary of Bank of Cyprus. It's a wholly owned subsidiary.
I read that, and you're the largest. And I've got a lot of parallels in our stories. I'm in financial services. I had a financial planning company as well. So I'm very, very interested to see the difference in how it runs in Europe as opposed to Australia. What are some of the key things about the insurances? And tell me a bit about that.
We offer life, health, and pension insurance services. We have a large agency channel, a tied agency channel. So all the sales are made via our licensed tied agents.
The size also too,
Yeah.
the size of the business, you guys turn over obviously big money and have over hundreds of employees, I'd imagine, wouldn't you?
Hundreds of employees. We are a group of around 550 employees in the moment, together with the tied agents. We own 30% of the local market. Our market share is 30%,
Massive.
which is massive for the local market. I guess in Australia it's much bigger, and
But anything, 30% of any company
Yes.
of market share is very, very big. So you do income protection, health insurance, and all the above.
Yes, and all
Now,
the above.
what's it like? Because I know in America they've got something called 401k. In Australia we've got superannuation. Is there some such things in Cyprus?
Yes, we have assets under management of around 900 million. And we invest. We have unit-linked products.
Yep.
Here it's a unit-linked system where our clients invest based on their risk profile, and they have also the insurance cover, the total coverage for their life.
So you've mentioned you've got an incredible journey in career for someone so young as well. How did you find?
Not so young, not so young.
Well, you are, because you've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
How did you find breaking into such a, I guess, an experienced industry? Because I was very young when I got into real estate. I was 19, 20. And I used to go into people's houses and I was telling them to go get loans to buy property. And people would always look at me as I was very, very young. And that was always a challenge.
It was very challenging at the beginning, especially in the early days of my career when I was extremely young, 20 years old, straight after university, that I started my career as an auditor. And I had to audit people twice my age or 3 times my age. And I also had to provide advisory services. So at that point in time, it was a bit challenging to be heard, but I tried. I kept going. I developed more skills. I trained myself. I studied for all the professional qualifications, and with hard work and dedication, I managed at the end to gain a seat at the table. because that was always my goal. Yes.
Very impressive. And I asked that question because I remember when I was 20, I'm going into people's homes, telling them they need to invest to build their wealth. And they're looking at me and they go, how old are you? I'm 20. Now, at that point, I only had one property. When I got to 24, I had 8 properties. So I could advise a lot easier because I have that experience. So people go, how did you used to advise when you were so young? I used to use my parents as an example of what I've physically seen and putting yourself in that position. But it always, I think, changes as you get more experience. I interviewed a mortgage broker and he was very young. And in the first year, he wrote $200 million in loans.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I'm looking for someone with 5 years experience to hear his answer. And what he told me was a very genius answer. He goes, I've written 200 million though. Even though it was 1 year, his experience that he gained was like 6 years or 7 years, which I guess when you mentioned working hard, you're going to gain more experience and a lot quicker.
Yes, this is it. This is it. And also you have to visit the clients, respect their needs, understand their needs, build relationships and emotional connections, because you go into the people's homes and you secure their future and the future of their families. So you have to gain their trust with good education, proper risk management always, and offering the right product for the right needs with honesty.
First assessment, isn't it?
Yes.
So why is risk insurance important in your opinion?
Risk insurance is important because every family, after a very sad event, for example, death, that sometimes we don't like speaking about death, you protect your family and the money goes back to your loved ones. It's your legacy towards your family and your responsibility.
Love that, because a lot of people don't see that. And when people go, they don't want to discuss things like wills, it is your obligation to discuss it, to have that awkward conversation. As your parents have worked so hard to build something, you want to make sure that it's dispersed in the correct manner for them.
Yes.
And you want to have those hard conversations. And it's also peace of mind.
It's a peace of mind. And it's important because, and also it's not only death, in the event of death, it's also a disability. You have to protect yourself as well. So protect yourself and protect your loved ones, because you might not be able to earn the salary or the funds that you were earning to cover your loan obligations or any other obligations you may have. Therefore, it offers you this peace of mind that you mentioned before, that secures you for the uncertainties and the adversities, but also for the good times. For the good times, because you can have your pension. So you just leave some money in the funds, the money gets invested, and you can get your lump sum at the time of retirement and enjoy your life, but also secure the future of your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, invest in products that your children, when they become 18, they can take the money and go to study. So it's you are there as an insurer. You are there for the happy moments of each and every family, for the sad moments, and you have to do it very responsibly.
I was about to use that word. It's important to do that in a responsible manner. Sometimes tough conversations people don't want to have, but they're so important when it comes to insurance, when it comes to death is only one aspect, disability is another one, but also securing your debt. So people look at buying an asset and getting a loan. What happens if you can't make the repayments on that loan?
Exactly.
So it's such an important product.
Yes, it's such an important product that the insurance company repays your loan. So it's important for that difficult period, but also for the happy moments, because we don't usually talk about the happy moments, and it's important to be there.
So tell me, what are the things you're seeing with the most insurances? What's your typical client look like?
Our typical, we have affluent clients as well, but we have the new generation that they're just starting their career and they have some money every single month and they use them on savings product, or they get their life insurance. It's applicable to the whole spectrum of the population, from the mass retail to the affluent clientele to the high net worth individuals that they want to use the insurance as part of their inheritance. So we address all the needs of different ages. It's not just a segment of the population that needs the insurance. It's across the board.
And what do you like about, where's the business? Obviously, you're working for a massive business. What are your plans over the next few years within the business?
I just want to continue offering back to the society, being there, repaying the claims of our policyholders, raise awareness for dread diseases, for critical illnesses, because we offer and we make a lot of fundraising for various charities like the Anti-Cancer Society. We want to offer innovative products as well, try to blend technology with the legacy strategies, honor the legacy of the company, but bring in lots of operational efficiencies and AI and robotics to become to give to our clients a better service and a faster service at a lower cost. So we have big plans over the years, and it's all about products, technology, and innovation.
That's fantastic.
And contribution.
Well, it's always a custom at the end of our podcast to come with our quick fire questions. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer.
First thing you do when you start your day?
Read the news.
Are you a coffee or a tea person?
Coffee.
What's one thing on your bucket list that you really want to do that you haven't done
I
yet?
want to visit Australia. I haven't.
So when you do, you're going to pop in and I'm going to show you a bit of Melbourne if you come to Melbourne. Okay. What's a song that always lifts your mood? Something that really gets you in a happy place?
To see the faces of my two boys.
How old are your boys?
13 and 10.
Oh, beautiful. I've got one boy and 3 girls.
Oh, lovely.
The best leadership trait that you've learned or that you admire, someone that you've seen that's got great leadership ability and say, that's super important as a leader.
It's important to be collective. It's important to hear your colleagues, your team members, because everyone has something to say. I think the most innovative ideas come from the people that actually do the job every single day, and they know their pain points, and they want to change their pain points. So they bring new ideas in the table. So you have to be collective and include everyone.
It's very important when someone's doing their job and they're passionate. It would be remiss of you to not want to understand their experience because they'll see things that you won't. And 4 or 5 minds will always be better than one.
Yes, true.
How do you disconnect from work? Now, speaking to you before, I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it again.
I don't really disconnect. I'm trying. I just, actually my house is my safe space. When I finish work and I go home, I just want to spend a few hours with my children before reading my emails again or doing important projects. But I love traveling. I disconnect from work.
Travel a lot with work?
Yes.
Personally
and with work as well. We travel a lot. I love traveling because it brings you new ideas. You can see various cultures, spend time freely. And I love the endless blue of Greece.
You know what? It's inspiration. Every time I go overseas, I come up with a new idea, a new company. It's always because you're looking at it with a fresh and peaceful perspective. If you could switch a career for a day or a week, so a short period of time, what career would you switch to?
Probably I would be a journalist or a piano player. When I was younger, I wanted to study music because I was doing music classes and piano classes for many years. But I would be a journalist, I think, now.
The most important question on a scale of 1 to 10, how much have you enjoyed being on our podcast?
10.
Thank you. Remember, if you want to see more Relentless, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.